I have a back to Eden garden system that reserves water. I like what he's doing. And I give all my vegetables away because I don't have any place to sell them. And so we were thinking of the park being an excellent way to sell vegetables within the community. And with the way things are going on and the way our country is spending money, we may need the help. You know, I'd be real honest, we may need the help.
Absolutely.
So, you gotta look at it that way too. When people work, they work really long hours. I work very, very long hours. And I garden almost year round. I have greenhouses and I'm at 2 acres. So,
Well, as far as noise is concerned, our noise ordinance in the town is 10:30, I believe.
10 o'clock is the.
Oh, is when the cutoff was?
Yeah.
I just saw that it was supposed to be done between 7 and 8, and I just thought, okay, he's still doing it, and
10 o'clock is.
the cutoff. Okay,
We're not here to debate ag.
okay,
We're here to debate single family 1 to RE10.
That's what's on our.
If you don't have a comment about that, we're not ready to take anything else.
okay.
Because wouldn't you rather have something like that across your view than the
I
building
would
of
versus the houses, I would,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay, let's talk about that. All right, you got your other questions on one.
Well, I want to know when that was changed to single family, half acres or whatever he's saying. I want to know when that was changed because I'm showing, I looked through all the planning commission books and I'm showing that that was changed in 2006 to single family 10 acres. And I have the paperwork here.
And that's what the map shows.
And that's what the general map shows. So when, I want to know when it was changed and, you know, because he's telling these people, oh, well, you'd have, 20 or 30 houses out there, but that's not true. That was here, I'll show it to you.
Margaret, we need to take that up with city staff. That's not something we do.
Either way.
Well, it is too, because don't you want your records straight?
It's still gonna be 10
You
acres.
can't change it.
All we're doing is changing it to RE10, that's it. We're not changing it, we're just gonna tell.
We have to stay within our own parameters.
Your perimeter across the map is 10 acres.
No.
Well,
You have a copy?
that's only been debatable in the last minute. We don't have any way of knowing.
It's not debatable, it was put in the town record.
Hey, if you guys want to comment, please come up to the stand, otherwise be quiet.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Rich Osowski, 1024 West Little Pinion. I'll stick to the zoning tonight. We're talking about RE10. You got to think ahead of your nose for one thing. Now, you give them RE10, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. He's also a realtor. Realtors look at investments. I don't know, and that's not our problem, but you got to also think in your decision, suppose he decides to sell. Suppose this doesn't go through. We don't know what's going to happen to this economy. You all know we're in kind of a bad shape. So it's most likely going to get worse. So think of the pot if it doesn't go. There's a lot of investment here. And maybe he's got the funds or maybe he's got the backing. But the problem is, if it doesn't fly, what are we going to end up with?
It's RE10, 3 houses.
RE10 was its own water.
Three houses, that's it.
Yeah, and that's good. That's what I said. I don't have a problem with this.
Okay, well, let's not worry about things that are.
Yeah.
We can't go past that. This is what we got right here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. RE10. I'm not talking ag or nothing else.
Right.
RE10. That's just a question that's in the back of my mind that possibly down the road.
We can't read the future.
Yeah.
And,
Let me ask the other question. So the future will just hold, the country could sink, and that's life. But also the water. Now, there's domestic water pretty close to him. Out of curiosity for this, he drilled a number of wells. I don't understand why he didn't, and David could answer this, why he didn't tie into domestic one. It is expensive to drill wells.
If he has a water right,
Yeah,
he's entitled from the state of Utah to drill that well.
he
If
doesn't
he
have
wants to
to.
waste his money, that's his problem.
Yeah, and I agree. You don't have to tie into it if you want to spend the money
Right,
to
we're not
drill.
talking
your
about
well.
water, we're talking about a zone change.
Yeah,
You
Well,
should talk to the town about water and water. That's not, has nothing to do with us.
that's true.
We're just here about the zone change.
But also, I just want a development that we don't get caught in the middle and this, I don't,
I don't think they will, and this is,
and I'm great, everybody's got greenhouses and all this stuff, but we're talking a little different in our area. And so I am concerned with any amount of traffic and everything. It does
No,
affect
thank you.
everybody,
Appreciate it.
you know? Thanks.
thank you. Bad, please.
I'm Marv Bateman, and I'm in favor of this being passed. I think what you brought up with the way the future is going with our country, and I think it's a great idea. And I think there's a lot of people in our area, most people in our area agree with it. They think it's a wonderful idea. And I mean, but I go a little bit further in my view. And in my view is we came from a land, this is a land of freedom.
Right.
And we should give that freedom to what the property owners want. I don't know why we encumber ourselves with all these regulations and everything, as opposed to the founding fathers coming in here and giving all the freedom they want to your land, because it's a free land. Therefore, I'm in favor of what's going on over there. I think it's a wonderful idea. And there's a lot of people over there that do. There's a very few that doesn't. Thank you.
Thank you. Margaret, this is the last time I'm gonna call.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
Richard said on that, RE 10, he can have 3 houses, but he can only have 1 house.
One house. And
One house for
barn
10
and
acres.
outbuilding.
1 house for 10 acres. RE 10 is 1 house for 10 acres.
Does he only have 10 acres or does he have 30?
He has 10.
Well, then all he's ever gonna get is 1 house. What's the problem?
Well, why did you say 3?
Well, because somebody said 30 acres.
Because he only has 10 acres,
So
so
then-
you were incorrect.
So I was incorrect. Sorry.
We're gonna punish you later.
Okay, I'd like to close the public hearing on this.
Yeah, you see if anybody online wants to speak.
Somebody online wants to speak?
You need to see if anybody online.
Does anybody online have anything to say?
think they gave up.
They gave up.
There was one person.
They were yelling. Is that who was yelling?
No, that was not playing back, but I'm happy.
Okay. Can I get a
No,
motion?
no.
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
Public hearing is closed. I'd like to ask the planning commission to consider the zone change to RE 10 for Mr. Wilson.
Make a motion that we give, pass this on for the town council for approval from single family 1 to RE 10.
I'll second.
Vote.
Aye.
Aye. And we had 5 people who wanted it and 2 who were against it. And I
You
think,
probably have somebody on there that she's against it, so.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do. Name Patty Parker.
Hey,
She
please
can
be
stay.
quiet.
it's
Please be quiet.
available.
You say there's only 5 of us in here before, we haven't even had a vote.
How many are for it?
Lot more than
Five.
five.
I need 5 people that came up and talked.
Well, we're doing a public vote, let's get it.
How many
voted.
are against it? Okay, that it passes, it's going to town council.
It doesn't pass, it goes forth to
It
recommendation.
goes forward to you guys, then you can deal with
That's
it.
exactly what was number 2.
Okay, number 2, we've done that. Number 3, we're tabling, Dale. I'd like you to come up and talk to people about this. Number three.
You need to read
Excuse me. Number three, discussion and possible action on preliminary plat application for lot AV one three 5 211. Who's that?
Staff report first, if you don't mind. This is an item you carried over from the previous meeting where you had a public hearing on this. You asked the applicant to make some changes to his plans to be a little bit more conducive with the general plan. He's done so, resubmitted. We verified that he made those changes and for your approval.
Oh, but the only thing was height on the hotel.
And the height limitations in our ordinance prevent him from going over what our ordinance states. The only way he can go higher than our ordinance is if he came in for a variance, which we would be unlikely to grant because we simply can't service it. We don't have the fire truck for it.
Right. That's 35 feet. So we're good there.
Okay.
So can somebody make a,
I'll make a motion that we, approve the preliminary plat application for lot AV 1-3 5 211 and send it to council.
second, vote?
Aye.
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 Passes. Number four, Dale. This thing that you were showing me,
You need to read out the full line item form.
I want you to explain to folks what's
You-
going
You
on.
need to first read out the full line item form and identify the
Okay,
project.
item four is discussion and possible action on final plat approval for Wells Estate, lot AV 1329 D.
Your table inside.
We're tabling that, but I'd like you to explain this. A lot of
And I
people.
will do that.
You won't do that?
I will table
Okay. This would answer a lot of problems.
It's the public hearing is the forum for that. Open discussion is planning commission is not the audience for that.
Okay, so, runway.
I'll talk about it till the cows come home. I gotta talk about that. I'm saying this is
I
the
have
forum for
a
it.
question. Runway is gonna be improved for residents that are there now, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Quiet. Roadway is gonna be improved for the residents that are there now.
So, yeah, the 25 feet, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
And that's it. Thank you.
And there's also some drainage going in as well.
Okay.
Gotta capture some drainage.
So that's not gonna
No problem.
open up to the subdivisions that are
Yeah, it will,
ones.
because it's a public road. Yeah, everybody, all landowners have public roads. But what we're trying to do is find other avenues
Yeah,
to redirect traffic. And we're not there yet, but we're working on that. But in the meantime, this project has been approved within conditions on the improvements of roadway improvement to get to this property.
okay. Okay,
I think I answered your question, but I want to make it very clear that the discussion you're asking me to talk about in future roads, I am happy to talk about anybody, anytime, but this form is not the setting for it. That's all.
okay. And so number five, discussion with no action.
You need to-
the table number four
We did.
We didn't.
You did.
Oh, we did.
No, we didn't.
Okay, we're gonna table number four. Can I get a
Yeah, I make a motion for table number four, discussion possible action on final plat approval for the Wells Estate lot AV 1329 B.
Richard, if I could interject, you should make it, you should reference the fact that there is some discrepancy as to the legality of this project, and that's the reason you're tabling it. Because I think the people in the audience will want to know
thank you, thanks.
Okay,
the process of the project, sorry.
okay. So I make a motion that we table this because there's some legal.
There's some questions about the process of the project.
Okay, there's questions about the process of the project. So we're gonna table this project. The Wells Estates lot AV 1329 B.
Thank you.
And then yeah, there's a motion. Second.
Vote.
Aye.
Aye. Word is tabled. Discussion with no action on zone change for Smithsonian Estate, applicant land, McDonald for lot AV 1329 B.
This is where we talk about this subject.
Okay,
Thanks, Mike, appreciate it. We've had a second applicant come up, make application for development of their private properties at the top of the same mesa where it had the same struggle with Rome Way. And it does, the improvement Rome Way from the staff perspective wasn't really sufficient for the first project, and it sure as heck isn't sufficient for a second project. So Mr. McDonald is here tonight to talk about his project that he has up there. One of the discussion items that the town is having, the staff is having with the applicant is to find and create and build new roadway to the top of the mesa, including access from Main Street Prep, and eliminate the access through Rome Way entirely. We are not there yet. We are still working on that. But that is our end goal, is to alleviate the traffic from the new applicant as well as the Wells application, so that we can divert both of those residential communities to different roadways away from Rome Way.
So we're not gonna eliminate that road, we're just gonna give a bigger, better road for the traffic.
No, if I have a semi truck that I can go to Oklahoma in, and I got that, choose that between that and the Volkswagen, I'm gonna choose the semi truck. What we're trying to do is build a new, we have a huge problem in our town because of this bridge right here is our only access in and out to Highway 59. The UDOT has charged the town with the task of eliminating as many driveways as possible on the Highway 59 as we go through our plan over the next couple of years. In fact, they haven't suggested, they're encouraging us to reduce it to 5 total driveways or access points into Highway 59. That's a huge task for us when we have so many small driveways currently dumped into Highway 59. You combine that with the fact that if this bridge were to go out in an emergency flood, every one of us that live in this part of the town would be trapped, have access. So, I'm sorry?
I said you go to Main Street.
That's the key, go to Main Street or go back to 59 this way. So unfortunately, we're restricted because of the types of elevation changes we have in these mesas. We do have an ordinance in our town that prevents us from cutting roadways into grades that exceed 10%. And when you live in a town full of mesas and valleys and canyons, it's almost impossible to do that. So in past, they've elected to say, okay, we're going to live with just one entryway. In today's world, we wouldn't be able to do that. Fire code wouldn't allow us, state code wouldn't allow us, city code wouldn't allow us. So we're trying to clean up 14 or 15 years old of planning. So they have graciously, and I'm going to use the word graciously, stepped up to say, how can we help you fix this? Along with a couple of other landowners, we're in negotiations of building a new highway, a new roadway, collector road, that would allow everybody to go out this way out of Main Street and Highway 59 through their properties and other properties through their land and their dollar contributions. So that
How's that Majestic Eagle?
I'm sorry?
Is that Majestic?
This Majestic Eagle, it's Dave Mason, it is Lad McDonald, it is the church, LDS Church is cooperating in that. Another landowner to the east of McDonald Properties cooperating in that. Travis Wells is participating in that. This is a large conglomerate to get traffic off of Rome Way and off of that bridgeway for future development. If you didn't approve any more development, you just approved the lots that are here today, or if the lots got built out, the traffic count on this road, I think the number was, and don't quote me on the number because I'm trying to remember, it was like exceeds by like 119% of what should be on this roadway. And that's a hazard to every one of us. So we are working with the applicant and with other landowners to create a new collector road that takes down the Main Street and down to Highway 59 via the back way over here. So that's.
And that way people can get from Gooseberry, have another easier route out here also.
Well, if the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line,
Yeah.
then whoever lives in this house right here probably isn't going to go all the way up here and all the way back. They're going to take the main roadway right out to Highway 59. So, but it's still in the final stages. Everything is very optimistic. Everything looks really good. We just haven't got it completed yet. And
that'll take the traffic off the wrong way for these developments.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, how many houses are you trying to build?
I'm not trying to build any. I don't want to build any more houses. What I'm saying is, if you take the current lots that are here today, if they were built out, then our traffic study would exceed this bridge capacity by about 119%. Is a number that I've been given that's not been verified.
No, it says here, Smithsonian Estates, state usually
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant, the applicant is asking for
About 50, I think it's
about 56 lots on his property, which he complies with in every capacity. But it's, again, it goes right back to introducing more traffic to an already overloaded road system. So we're trying to figure out a way with a minimal amount of dollars or zero impact that we can by utilizing development monies and development and private grounds to develop these highways that can fix these problems for us.
You ought to talk to Travis Holmes also, because he has a project on the top of Rollway.
Travis is part of the conversation.
We wouldn't let him use Rollway to get to
Correct.
Miles Smart.
Correct.
He's part of it.
What'd you call it, Mike Smart?
Miles Smart.
Miles Mark?
Mark Smile.
Mark Smiles?
Yeah. we're trying-
What is that?
Up on the top of Rollway.
I've never
That
referred to that. Okay,
Miles-
Miles Mark Smile? Okay.
Yeah.
He's
It is not a
Yeah.
project, it is a proposed project.
So-
He named his proposed project after one of his dead sons.
Okay, so my point is that Mr. McDonald would like to come up with you, if you'd like to come up and address council, like, staff is working with them to utilize their project because their project is the primary funding source for this parkway.
Thank you, Dale.
Yeah, Lad McDonald. We're looking to help Dale out with some of the issues, the town out with some of the issues on connecting. Our property is just east of North Rome Way and North Rome Avenue. And we have an easement
You're just north of Travis Wells.
So, yeah, directly north of Maxwell.
just north of Travis Wells, and we have an easement going all the way out to Main Street. So, we're currently zoned as open space transitional, and we're looking to rezone to be a single family 1 acre.
I'm excited to hear that you're planning on working on a different entrance, different road,
Yeah,
because Rollin Way is a horrible road. And there's been so many, I've been in the accident on that road, I just slid on the ice into the ditch.
yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
And
during the
so
winter, you
my
could just
mother
slide off.
You know, so
Yeah.
a lot of other people, so that's a dangerous road, so I'm glad to see that you're really working on a different entrance.
Right,
You have 61.78 acres out there.
that's correct.
He's trying to do 56 1 acre lots after roads.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so we want to adjust our plans so that the roadway kind of lines up, with what you guys
Yeah,
want.
and if Travis Wells was helping you with this might be a more conducive entrance for him also and his people.
Right.
Get multiple projects like this, it helps everybody.
Yeah,
So helps everybody, fund the water tanks that we need,
Yeah,
things like that, so.
yeah. I know that.
So our initial plans stub into his project. We'll have to kind of work with him on that. So hopefully.
Well, we'll wait to hear from you when we get to that.
Yeah, no, it's preliminary right now, but that's just kind of a heads up.
We thank you for bringing that up.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. McDonald, thank you very much.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Adjourn. Thanks for everybody for coming. Thank
so much.
you for your information.
I still out of there.
Well, very glad you're on the spot.
Oh, you're fine.
I know
I think that.
that helps a lot of people.
That's part of the problem is people just really having information. I understand that. But we also get the same level of proper procedure, from this audience.